Welcome back, everyone, to the second part of the Matrix Deep Dives. In our first installment, you dove deep into the rabbit hole with some intriguing and fascinating details, but the truth is far deeper than you ever imagined. This time, we're peeling back the layers of the simulation to expose the real Matrix, the incredible behind-the-scenes stories that shaped this groundbreaking film. So, get ready to jack back in as we uncover hidden Easter eggs you likely missed, explore the shocking secrets that almost changed everything, and reveal the intricate details that prove just how meticulously crafted the Matrix truly was. The most mind-blowing facts are just beginning. And a usual reminder before we begin of major spoilers coming up. Despite its distinctly American urban setting, the movie was primarily filmed in Sydney, Australia. However, location scouts faced a significant challenge in finding suitable rundown, American-looking locations. Sydney's landscape, while modern, lacked the specific urban decay aesthetic required for the film's gritty, dystopian atmosphere. As a result, the production team had to construct many of these dilapidated locations from scratch, transforming ordinary areas into the decaying, post-apocalyptic environment seen in the film. Additionally, the ambitious helicopter scene in The Matrix faced significant hurdles during filming, nearly halting production altogether. The crew's decision to fly a helicopter through restricted airspace in Sydney, Australia, violated local aviation laws, creating a serious legal issue. This incident threatened to shut down the entire production. However, the filmmakers' determination and the scene's importance to the film's narrative led to a unique solution. The laws in New South Wales were ultimately amended, allowing filming to continue. The groundbreaking bullet time sequence in The Matrix, where time appears to slow down dramatically, wasn't initially conceived using computer graphics. Visual effects supervisor John Gaida and director of photography Bill Pope initially experimented with traditional filmmaking techniques, building various gimbals and dollies designed to move the camera at incredibly high speeds around the action. However, these attempts proved unsuccessful, leading to numerous failed tests and broken equipment. Ultimately, they had to pivot to computer graphics, requiring the creation of entirely new software to achieve the desired effect. Interestingly, despite the heavy reliance on CGI, the bullet time sequence still incorporated a very old technique: still photography. A series of still cameras were positioned around the action and triggered simultaneously, creating the frozen-in-time look of the background, while the character moved in slow motion. This technique allowed the Wachowskis to capture these visually stunning moments relatively quickly, often completing a bullet time shot in just about 90 minutes. This blend of cutting-edge technology and traditional methods resulted in one of cinema's most iconic visual achievements. By mid-2002, the revolutionary bullet time sequence had become a cultural phenomenon, leading to its appearance or parody in over 20 different movies. This rapid adoption and spoofing of the technique underscore the profound impact The Matrix had on the film industry, transforming action sequences and visual effects in cinema and quickly becoming a widely recognized cinematic trope. The iconic green, falling code in The Matrix wasn't just a random visual effect. It was carefully designed to represent the digital nature of the simulated reality. Inspired by Japanese animation, the Wachowskis wanted a similar aesthetic for the code. Designer Simon Whiteley found his inspiration in his Japanese wife's cookbooks, using a mix of Japanese katakana characters and Arabic numerals. To make it even more symbolic of being inside the computer, the letters and numbers were often reversed, as if we were seeing the code from the machine's perspective, just like Neo's journey into understanding the Matrix. The green color was chosen to mimic the text on old IBM computer monitors. Finally, to make the code look less clean and harder to decipher, even for Japanese speakers, parts of the characters were cropped, and extra lines and dots were added. This created a familiar yet incomprehensible flow, perfectly mirroring how the Matrix itself is a recognizable but ultimately artificial and complex system that Neo learns to understand from within. The distinctive sunglasses that became synonymous with the Matrix were custom-made by the label Blind, a company known for its handmade eyewear. To secure the film's sunglasses contract, Blind's founder, Richard Walker, competed against major brands like Ray-Ban and Arnett. Walker's unique approach involved designing sunglasses based specifically on the characters' names, demonstrating a level of creative intuition that set him apart. After winning the contract, Walker allegedly traveled to Sydney and spent the entire duration of the film's production creating custom sunglasses for the cast from the back of an Oxford Street optometrist. The immense popularity of the movie eventually had a profound impact, even on his cast, particularly Carrie-Anne Moss, as after the film's release, Moss found that wearing sunglasses made her instantly recognizable in public, making it difficult for her to walk out anonymously. The iconic role of Trinity was highly sought after, and several prominent actresses were considered before Carrie-Anne Moss was ultimately cast. In addition to Sandra Bullock, whom I mentioned in the first part of this series, Jada Pinkett Smith was an early contender but felt she lacked on-screen chemistry with Keanu Reeves. However, her audition left such a positive impression on the Wachowski directors, so much so that when they began developing the sequels, they specifically created the character of Niobe with Pinkett Smith in mind. Salma Hayek was also reportedly considered, but she cited the significant physical demands of the role as a reason for not landing it. Additionally, names like Madonna, Janet Jackson, and Gabrielle Union also auditioned for The Matrix, although it wasn't confirmed which role were they considered for. During the pivotal scene where Morpheus reveals the true nature of the Matrix to Neo, he utters the significant phrase,
"Welcome to the desert of the real."
This line is a direct reference to Jean Baudrillard's influential philosophical work, Simulacra and Simulation, the very book Neo uses to conceal his illicit software. In his book, Baudrillard argues that modern society has transitioned into a state of hyper-reality, where simulations of reality have become so prevalent that they have replaced genuine experience, disconnecting us from any original reality. Furthermore, he suggests that Western civilization has developed a preference for these simulations over authentic reality. This proliferation of copies without originals, or simulacra, leads to a trivialization of originality and ultimately transforms reality into a barren and unfulfilling desert. Morpheus's use of this phrase encapsulates the core concept of the Matrix, a convincing but ultimately false simulation that humanity has come to accept as reality, blinding them to the desolate truth of their existence. Before this movie became a cultural phenomenon, it faced significant skepticism from Hollywood studio executives. Many passed on the project, viewing virtual reality science fiction as a risky and unprofitable genre. They pointed to the box office failure of previous films exploring similar themes, such as Johnny Mnemonic, which ironically also starred Keanu Reeves, as evidence of this supposed bad business. These executives were hesitant to invest in a complex and potentially niche concept, highlighting the inherent risk aversion within the film industry and the difficulty of predicting which unconventional ideas will resonate with audiences. Ultimately, the Wachowskis' vision and the film's groundbreaking execution proved these initial concerns wrong, demonstrating that innovative and well-crafted science fiction can achieve massive success. This movie achieved a remarkable feat at the Academy Awards, winning in all 4 categories for which it was nominated. These wins for Best Film Editing, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, and Best Sound Editing demonstrated the film's technical brilliance and innovative filmmaking. What made this achievement particularly notable was that The Matrix accomplished this clean sweep without receiving a nomination for Best Picture. In 2012, The Matrix earned a prestigious spot in the National Film Registry Archives, selected by the U.S. Library of Congress for its immense cultural, historical, and artistic importance. This designation recognizes films that have left a lasting mark on society and cinematic history, and The Matrix is no exception. Its groundbreaking bullet-time visual effects revolutionized action filmmaking, showcasing a level of creativity and innovation that inspired countless directors and productions. Beyond its technical achievements, the movie resonated deeply with audiences through its complex exploration of reality, free will, and the intersection of humanity and technology. By combining philosophical depth with stunning visuals, The Matrix has cemented its place as one of the most influential and iconic movies of all time. And that brings us to the end of our second dive into the intricate world of The Matrix. we've peeled back another layer of this groundbreaking film, uncovering more of its fascinating details and hidden meanings. But the journey doesn't end here. Our final installment promises to delve even deeper, revealing more intriguing details and shocking references that you won't want to miss. So, if you enjoyed this exploration and want to stay plugged into our Matrix revelations, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And share this video with your friends so they too can unravel the mysteries of this film. Until then, thanks for watching, stay sharp, and we'll see you in part 3.